Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Otaku, having coming at you with some very unfortunate news. Now, most people think, oh, hell yeah, this is good. This is good for anime industry. This is the reason why it's bad. Netflix is actually obtaining rights to anime left and right, and they've started to say that they're going to start creating anime. We all know that Netflix doesn't like to upload things on release, and anime is not going to be one of those type of things they release by the date it comes out. Think about it. A Crunchyroll has like 750,000 users, um, and only 250,000 of them pay. Netflix, on the other hand, and Breaking Bad and things like that, they have watchers well exceeding a million, and Netflix still doesn't want to release them even remotely close to the day they come out, even though they can do that because they bought the rights to it. Instead, they want to wait several months after The Walking Dead is aired or after Breaking Bad aired or anything like that. So, with only 250,000 users that Crunchyroll has that are actually paying, if they went to Netflix, then they're not going to change anything that much. So, they're not going to be releasing the day it comes out. And why is this bad for the anime industry? Now, it's fine that they're releasing new anime on Netflix, even though they're tagging the Netflix original title in there, even though they didn't do anything but help fund it. The bad part about it is it kills the rating for the anime, it downs the show, and people overall miss out on it. For instance, the Seven Deadly Sins or Nanatsu no Taizai, however you want to look at it, was extremely popular. With the right company licensing it, Funimation or Crunchyroll, it could have passed One Piece in several weeks. I seriously believe that it could have passed One Piece. It was that good, but it didn't have a weekly release. You had to wait around for the release for like the first 12, 13 episodes. You had to wait like 2 to 3. It was always the next Tuesday, so it was like four days or so before you actually got to watch the release of the new episode after the release to have it subbed at least anyway. Now, if you could understand Japanese, then you could go ahead and watch it because the Raws were obviously released fairly earlier on time. But if you relied on subtitles, then you had to wait. And on top of that, it's prohibiting it from getting dubbed unless Netflix actually decides they're gonna go and dub it themselves. But it could have already been dubbed by now. It was released in 2014. The dub should have been done by now, at least the first season of it. And Netflix killed that opportunity unless they're going to do it themselves. And even if they did do it themselves, it's been well over a year before they actually got the title on to Netflix because it released, I believe, in 2014. And that's not even the dub title, that's just a subbed title. And people are not going to go for this, especially when there's piracy around and there's legitimate sites that have good anime, such as Crunchyroll itself. And this is just bad for the anime industry. The anime are not going to get as much exposure as they should, causing the sales to drastically plummet for those who don't keep up with AnyChart.net and things like that. They don't know what's coming each and every week. It's going to be extremely bad if Netflix goes through with this, and I'm hoping they don't grab any major titles. Specifically, I hope they do not touch Black Clover. And even though as much as I haven't tried it yet, and don't think I'm going to like it that much, I really hope they don't touch My Hero Academia either because it has a really good chance at running into the next big three alongside Black Clover and a couple other anime. I think it was Oware no Seraph is another runner for that since Naruto's dropped out of that race now. There are some very promising titles coming in that could actually compete with the big three now, including Attack on Titan. If Attack on Titan ever steps his shit into gear, like they said they were going to release a new season in 2016, I believe. But if Netflix starts getting shit like that, then the anime industry is gonna fall really quickly, and I don't want this to happen. So, um, I figured I'd have a little rant about that after seeing Forneverworld's video about the whole Netflix getting anime and stuff. I've known about it for a while, but I've just kept quiet about it. But now I feel like I have to rant about it. Um, but that's my thoughts on it. I hope they do not touch any of those anime at least. And I really hope they don't touch anime, period. I don't mind them placing it on their streaming site, but I don't want them to have exclusive rights to it. No. Nuh-uh. Well, we will be waiting a year. We will be waiting a year to watch that anime on Netflix. With the exception of those who actually manage to get streaming sites up, the piracy thing. People are going to do that regardless if you don't actually show it. the day, just like Forneverworld said. He discussed some of his downsides to it as well, and much of them aligned with mine. But I think that's enough of a downside to say to Netflix, please don't touch our anime. We don't want you there. We want you to have some of the older anime after it's been out for a year, then go ahead and upload it, but don't touch the exclusive rights to it. Just stay away from that. It's very bad for everybody involved, except for you, because you're going to make a little bit of money off of it, but you're not going to make as much as you could if you simulcasted it. You're going to make significantly less than what you could have because you dim the exposure, and also you've killed the joy to watch it when it comes out. That's just not the way to do anime. But anyway, that's all, guys. Peace.